What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook fam? It is Tuesday, and you know what goes down here on Tuesday. Wife Chat with Gail goes down here on Tuesday. So do me a favor. Make sure that you're hitting the share button, letting all my one sexy wives know that Wife Chat is going down here. And today, I'm streaming to 3 different platforms, and I normally don't do that. I normally just stream to my business page and to my YouTube. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much for joining me. Make sure that you're hitting the share button, letting all my one sexy wives know that Wife Chat is going down here. But I'm streaming to my business page. Usually I only stream to my business page and to my YouTube page. But today I'm doing it to my regular page as well. And I'm doing that because I asked this question that we're about to explore on all of my social media platforms, which is over 6 platforms that I participate in. And by far, I got over 500 answers. And by far, we're going to explore why is it so hard for women to ask for help? Why is it so hard for us women to ask for help? So tonight on Wife Chat, we're going to explore that question, and hopefully I can give you some answers because I am 100% guilty of not wanting to ask for help. So I'm gonna do my promo. I'll be right back. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for hitting the share button, and also thank you so much for your comments. If you're watching me on my regular Facebook page, I won't be able to see your comments until I get off of here, but just know that I always go back and I always answer any questions, your comments, or whatever. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Johanna. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hi, Gail. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am having an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And so I wanted to explore this question. Why is it so hard for us women to ask for help, right? And this doesn't even matter if you're married or single. We as women have a hard time. And like I said, across all of my social media platforms, I got over 500 responses. And by far, the question I had asked yesterday when I was on my social media platforms is the question is, which is harder for you to say? I apologize, I need help, or I love you. And everybody responded like it was crazy. I need help. And I asked that question because these questions, because I was actually doing some survey of the people who follow me and the people who rock with me, because I am getting ready to do some other things. God has asked me to do some other things, and I needed to find out where my people are. And I need help is a huge one. And so tonight I just want to explore and maybe try to help us. And this is helping us is going to help me as well, because I have truly been a part of the people that say, I'm not asking anybody for help, right? And I wanted to explore why we have such a hard time asking for help, right? And I came up with a couple of things, and some of them apply to me, and some of them I got from talking to my really good girlfriends, the people that I hang out with, Evening Tea with Gail, which we will be doing this Thursday at 8 o'clock. So y'all hop on here as well. But I got some of these answers, and so I'm going to go with some of them. The first thing is the fear of appearing needy. You don't want to feel needy, so you just don't ask. Number two, the fear of not getting what you want and how you want it done, right? The fear of not getting what you want or how you want it done, right? That is one of my downfalls. I have a hard time thinking that people are going to put their heart and soul into doing something for me how I would do it for them, right? And so that is one of my fears. Number three, it's hard to surrender control. That's one of my downfalls is surrendering control, because I told you guys I came from a long line of bosses, and so I'm a boss, and I think I got to boss every situation and everything, have control over everything. So that's another thing. Number four, you're just very independent, and you don't rely on anybody. You're just totally 100% independent. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm talking about why is it so hard for women to ask for help. And this comes from my Facebook post that I posted yesterday. And by far, everybody responded that you can say, I'm sorry. You can say, I love you, but you have a hard time asking for help. So that's what we're talking about. Number five, you're afraid of rejection. You're just 100% afraid of rejection. You don't want to be rejected, right? You just don't. So you don't ask. Number six, you have been let down so many times that you can just only count on yourself, right? And again, some of these answers pertain to me and how I feel, and some of them, like I said, I got from some of my good girlfriends when I asked them the question. Number seven, you don't trust anyone but yourself. You feel if you let somebody in on your idea to help you execute it or something like that, that you just don't trust them. You can't trust people because people is always just looking out for themselves, what they could get from you, all those kind of things. So you just don't trust people anymore. And number eight, we just don't like the word no. We just don't like the word I can't. So we just decide that we're just not going to ask for help, right? But let me give you what happens when you don't ask for help, right? This is the thing that these are the things that make us not operate at our fullest, right? And I understand what it is to be let down. I understand what it is to be told no. I understand what it is to relinquish control. I understand all of those things because I tell you, some of this list came from me, right? And some of the things that I struggle with, right? I have one of the most amazing assistants on the planet. I really do. But it's hard some days for me to relinquish control. And she has gotten really good after working with me for almost 4 years saying, listen, I know you're the boss, but you can't be the boss of everything. This is what you pay me to do, right? And so I had to learn to relinquish control and trust her instincts and trust that she had my back. But again, it's hard. It's hard when you're used to being let down and you're used to people stealing your stuff and you're used to feeling like I don't want to, ask somebody else for something, right? All of those things, we carry that, and that can be very stressful. So what happens when you don't ask for help? Number one, you stay stressed. You stay stressed out. And let me just tell you, I have been there. I have the t-shirt or whatever, trying to do it all, be it all, and be everything to everybody, right? And these things apply in our personal lives as well as our professional lives, as well as our friendships. This applies across all the board. Every woman can identify with something I'm talking about. I know you can. And I probably haven't even mentioned half of the stuff that you feel or you deal with. That's the reason why you haven't asked for help. You stay stressed out, right? Trust and believe me, been there, done that. Number two, you miss out on others people's gifts and talents when you don't ask for help. I have met some of the most amazing people in my life that has helped me with my business and my creativity just by saying, what do you think? You sometimes you unlock talents from people that you didn't even know they had the particular talent because you're so busy not asking for help. I learned that my niece that lives in the household with me can edit videos, and I didn't have no clue that she could edit videos. I'm just looking at her as she's 12. She, she's just on that iPad all the time or whatever. And I was like, I need this video edit. And she said, I could do it. I was like, yeah, right. She said, no, I can do it, Gail. If I wouldn't have opened my mouth and just was frustrated trying to do everything myself, I wouldn't have never even known that she can do it. So when you're trying to do so much and you don't ask for help, you miss out on other people's gifts and talents. Number 3, you miss out on giving people other opportunities that they might be waiting for. Some people are just waiting for you to ask them, can you help me? Could you be a part of this? What do you think about this? Some people are just waiting for the opportunity. And it's because you don't want, the list that I gave earlier, you're missing out on opportunities for somebody to support you. Number 3, you're perceived as being hard and a know-it-all. When you don't ask for help, you can be perceived as being hard, standoffish, and that you know everything. So why would somebody want to contribute to you or to your cause or to help you or whatever? And again, like I said, this applies in our personal lives, in our professional lives, and in our friendships. So I'm hoping that this is helping you, because when I began to study for this really helped me. And I had to really take credit for some of the things that I'm talking about that I'm guilty of and have been guilty of, right? Have I worked through a lot of these things? Absolutely. Because again, God has placed some of the most talented people in my life to help me take me from my visions, my dreams, and my goals to whole nother levels that I didn't even foresee. Because I had to relinquish control, because that is one of the biggest things that I struggle with, is not feeling like I'm in control. Not feeling like I'm not in control. And I'm so controlling that after I had my surgery, they give you some narcotics, to keep you out of pain. And I told my husband, don't even pick them up, because I'm not going to take them, because I don't like to feel like I'm not in control. If I can't control my pain with Tylenol and Motrin, then I'm just going to be in pain. I know that sounds very extreme, but I don't like feeling like I'm not in control and always sleep and not knowing what's going on in my house. But that's how controlling I can be. Number 2, so let's talk about what happens when you ask for help, right? Let's talk about what happens if you would just open your mouth and ask for help, right? Number 1, it will help develop you beyond you. It will help develop you beyond you, right? Because you can't know it all. You can't do it all. You can't be it all. And you can't teach it all. You can't dream it all. You can't be everything to everybody, right? So it helps develop you, right? Number 2, it helps develop other people. Because when you relinquish control and allow other people to walk in their gifts and their talents, or help them develop their gifts and talents, and it could be something so simple by relinquishing control and allowing your kids to clean up and not dictating how they do it. Just relinquish and say, I know they're going to do it the way I taught them to do it. Something so simple. It helps develop them. It helps allow them to grow. And they're going to make mistakes. And I'm just using our kids, but in every area of our life. Number 3, you become a team player instead of a solo artist. You become a team player instead of a solo artist. Guilty, right? I could do this myself. I work better by myself. That's not true. When you get somebody around you, and this can just be including your husband in your dreams, your wants, and your desires. When you include them, then that creates a dialogue, that creates other ideas, that creates so many other different things that could be infused in your dreams, your wants, and your desires. Number 4, you become more open to learning something new. I believe that life is a masterclass, and you can't always be in class by yourself. You have to allow somebody to teach you, and you have to remain teachable on a daily basis, minute by minute. Every single day, I say, God, teach me something new. Allow somebody new to come into my life. Allow somebody to sow something in my life that I can glean from, learn from, or whatever. Because yes, I am a teacher. I pour out all the time, but I also need to be poured into as well. So remain teachable, because life is a masterclass, and you go to class every single day that you open your eyes. The question is are you learning are you learning the lessons? And so I hope and pray that this teaching has helped you and helped us as women learn that asking for help is one of the biggest things that we can do for our lives. It's healthy for us to ask for help. And I was literally blown away by how many women, over 500 women across my platforms, said, I don't ask for help, but I know that I need it. I even got comments. I know that I need it. I know that I should ask. I just don't. So I hope that you look at this teaching and you question yourself and you come up with a game plan to be able to ask for help, even if it's just from your husband, even if it's from your kids, even if it's from your good girlfriend, from your mother, whoever. You can't do this all by yourself. You just can't. You can't live this life taking on everything. It's too stressful for us to carry that, right? And women are dying by boatloads of heart disease and all kind of different things. And it's because we're so stressed out. Okay. So again, I pray that this teaching has helped you. I pray that you have opened your eyes to something new. And if nothing else, say yes to ask somebody. Say, I'm going to say yes to ask somebody just to help me do something small, even if it's my kids, to take something off of my plate. Even if you think that you're going to be disappointed, they're not going to do it the way you want it done or whatever, take it off your plate. Give them something small and begin to build up on that. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have an amazing, amazing night. Thank you so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. If you need me, you know how to get in contact with me. Go to my website, gailcrowder.com. You can schedule a free 15-minute discovery call. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just trying to help you. I'm on this path to eradicate divorce. And so I'm always here if you need me. You guys have an amazing night.